She was a victim. That's the question I have. Have y'all seen the clip about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West? He's got a new documentary he put out, honey. I can't say what did or didn't happen, so all of these are just my personal opinion, and everything's allegedly could have, maybe. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just telling you what I saw through the clips I saw online. Getting here. We're going to have a conversation. Well, whether you like her or not, it's really not about her. You know how I do. I take real life events and I turn them, or things that are at least online, and I turn them into lessons that I think can be applicable to you, okay? So as you all know, Kim Kardashian, the person who many people love and many people hate, was married to Kanye West, a person that many people love and many people hate. And for a long time in their marriage, there was a narrative that kept on going out about her, which is that, you know, that she, that the Kardashians pulled Kanye into this life of craziness. When I talk about crazy, I'm not talking about his mental illness. I'm talking about craziness in terms of all the stuff that surrounds the Kardashians in terms of Hollywood and things of that nature, and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people blamed her and her family for his mental illness, right? They say, oh, well, they did that to him and so on and so forth and blah, 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 blah. And I mean, this woman, if she sneezed the wrong way, people would tear her down. Okay, now I'm not here to protect her or to stand up for her. To be quite honest, I don't have a dog in the fight. But after seeing the clips of the documentary that he authorized, this is his documentary as far as I know, okay, to put out a documentary about his life that I think was filmed over the course of like 5 years. Honey, it changed my complete opinion about her relationship with him. Because I will say I'm one of the people where I had some criticisms here and there because of ignorance. I just went based on what I saw online. And it wasn't a direct criticism of her. It was just more, I would say, not even criticism, just a lack of understanding about their relationship dynamic. Well, anyway, there are clips online of Kanye West completely going off from this woman. In some cases, she seemed terrified. In one case, I even saw a scene where he was screaming and yelling at her mother. I mean, screaming at the top of her lungs. Have you all seen this? All right, click like and click share. When you click share in this video, let me know you shared so I can thank you. Such as Barbara in Texas who just shared it. And Tia who shared the video and told me she likes my hair. Thank you so much, baby. As well as Robbie Gregory in St. Augustine, Florida. And Linda Maggers who shared this video. I'm going to tell this to you right now, okay? You cannot fault someone for being mentally ill. They didn't choose that. No one would choose to be mentally ill. But I do believe you can fault someone for choosing not to take care of themselves, choosing not to remain on their medicine, choosing not to get help, choosing not to do whatever they got to do in order to maintain their mental health. And the way that in those clips, how Kanye talked about he's off his meds, he don't want to take his meds and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, in my opinion, he was terrorizing his family, terrorizing people, you know, in his life. The way he treated that woman was horrible. You can hate her all you want, but nobody deserves to be spoken to like that. No one deserves to have someone talk someone talk about you like you trash to your children. Nobody deserves that. And if you believe that people deserve that, then darling, in my opinion, you deserve worse. All right? I'm being real with you. But this isn't about that. What this is about is saying that it's okay to say, I've had enough. Some of y'all are dealing with people right now who, rather they're diagnosed as mentally ill or not, they have a way that their mind works that just don't work for you. They victimize you. They treat you like trash. They yell at you. They scream at you. They're dismissive towards you. They make choices that harm you. You can keep on making excuses for them, or you can make a choice that enough's enough. Loving someone does not mean that you have to sacrifice your well-being to be there for them. You're not their caregiver. It is not your responsibility to stand beside them unconditionally. If they love themselves unconditionally, BB Rivers, who just shared this video, if they love themselves unconditionally, they be getting the help that they need. Just because someone has a mental illness does not mean that they're incapable of getting the support that they need in order to make sure that they have the things that they need to make sure that they are stable. Just because someone may have gone through trauma, because it's not just about mental illness, just because someone may have gone through trauma or gone through things in their life does not mean that they are not aware of the impact that they're having on other people. Stop making excuses for other people so that you don't have to hold them accountable. Hey, Regina Oliver. So that they don't have to hold themselves accountable. When y'all share this video, let me know you shared so I can thank you. And with Kim, when she originally ended the marriage with Kanye, people were tearing her apart. You just going to abandon him? You going to do this? You going to do that? You going to do the other? Well, if you were a mother of, what, she got 4 children? Would you allow your children to be exposed to a man who treats you like that? If that man was screaming at her mother like that, what do you think she and her children were experiencing behind closed doors when the cameras were off? Right? She said, what is on my head is my real hair, Miss Thing. This woman on here, who I'm about to block, was like, what did the HE double hot six is on his head? My hair. All right? But you know what? I'm not here to invite negativity. Because like I said, you can choose who you expose to. You can also choose who you block. Where's her name at right here? Where's she at? Okay. Oh, here we go right here. Okay. Bye-bye, baby. You see, that's how I do. Block and delete equals peace. You see how easy I is cut that person out of my world? That's how easy you can cut people out of your life. Compassion. Empathy. All those things are for people who work on themselves. If someone is committed to not working on themselves, then you got to be committed to taking care of you first. Thank you so much, Alicia Baxley, as well as Enid Rodriguez Hendricks, as well as Kyra Bolden, who just shared this video. Boyd, and my apologies. As well as Michelle Hunt. Thank you for sharing this video. And Kimberly Fitzgerald. What I saw in the clips of that documentary was a man who was not committed to taking care of himself. A man who let the whole world fall down around him. A man who, from my understanding, lost custody of his kids. She's got full custody of the kids, from what I understand. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? This is all allegedly, apparently, and what I saw online. So what do I know? But this ain't about them. This is about you. It ain't even really about mental health. What it's about is if someone is committed to living within a state of mind and in a way of being that is harmful to you, and you've told them it, they've seen it, it's been proven to them. And they continue to want to live that way in spite of how it impacts you, in spite of how it impacts your relationship, then you gotta be done with them. Thank you so much, Tammy Dodge, for 500 stars. Thank you so much. You gotta be done with them. What are you waiting on? For them to get better? For them to do different when they are committed to doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? Elizabeth Blease, thank you for the stars and for sharing this video, as well as to Hazel Sterling. Stop judging people by who you want them to become and start judging them by who they've consistently been. If this person has consistently mistreated you, consistently ignored your needs, consistently harmed you, what makes you think they're going to change now? Because of the latest apologies they give you? They're not going to change. So you have to change. And sometimes the best change you can ever do is cutting them off. You say, how do I do it? Stop interacting. Stop engaging. Move apart. But it's going to hurt. Honey, it hurts worse to be exposed to the pain that they inflict upon you. Why don't you believe that you deserve better? Because you do. Why would you allow yourself to be treated in this way? Thank you for the compliments on my hair. I actually just got my hair done, so it's still a little bit wet right now. But as you can see, now I got to prove it, right? This is my hair. This is my hair. I got a big forehead. But this is my hair. A lot of y'all don't see me with my hair out. People thought I was bald all these years. I didn't grow my hair out. But no, this is actually my hair. My hair. I'm telling you this right now. Grown adults who want to be healthy contributors to the world and healthy contributors to the relationships that they're in, make an effort to do so. Stop thinking that they're confused. Stop thinking they don't know better. They're choosing to be this way because it's easier or because they lack the courage to actually be accountable to themselves to change. In order for some people to be accountable to themselves for how dirty they're doing you, how bad they treat you, for how they show up for you, that means they got to take accountability for not just what they're doing today, but for what they've been doing. And because they lack the emotional courage to take accountability for how they're treating you now and how they've been treating you, what they'd rather do is keep treating you the same way and then try to treat you like you the bad guy for holding them accountable. Guess what? It's not your problem. It ain't your problem. It is not your problem. They are already living in the prison of bad choices that they're making, because I guarantee you this, the same way you don't want to deal with them no more, shouldn't be dealing with them no more, other people have made the same choice. Other people have left their life. Other people have said, I don't want to deal with that person, so why are you sticking around thinking that you're going to be the one where your presence is going to all of a sudden change them? That poor woman stuck around all those years for the same reason why y'all stick around. Forget that she got billions of dollars or whatever it may be. She did the same thing that y'all be doing. She stuck around because that was the father of her children. She stuck around because she loved them. She stuck around probably because she didn't fully understand mental health and how it all works. She had one point in the documentary, oh my God, it was so sad. She was crying. She says, you're not the same person you were. When are you? You could tell that she genuinely didn't understand that this man's mental health is declining and it's not going to turn around because he's not doing anything to fix it. She was yearning for who he was rather than accepting the reality of who he is. And that can keep you stuck. Some of y'all are so yearning for who that person used to be. How it used to be. Baby, that's not who they are today. And they're not going to return there because they don't want to. They're not working to return there. In a lot of ways, they don't even think they're wrong. They think you're wrong. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for sharing this video. The reality is this. You didn't cause the trauma. You didn't make that person have the issues that they have. You didn't do that to them. You say, who are we talking about? We talking about y'all, baby. We talking about y'all. I was talking about the documentary that Kanye put out showing his journey and how it really illuminated for me something I never thought about, which was that, dang, it actually made me feel bad for his wife and his family because I got to see the clips and I was like, whoa, those people were going through a horror show. If you don't believe me, watch it and then come back with your opinion. But it ain't really about them, it's about y'all. Because these are Hollywood stars, they'll figure it out. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's about y'all sitting in relationships with people who have proven that they are sick and don't want to get better. That are more dedicated to maintaining the trauma, the drama, and the horror that they perpetuate upon people. Thank you so much, Stephen Hayes, for the stars. That they are more dedicated to doing that than they are dedicated to change. And some people don't want to change because to change, that means they have to be accountable for who they were and who they are. To change, that means that they have to form a new narrative. To change, that means they now have to be accountable. To change, that means they got to do something different. Stop making excuses for them and accept them for who they are. I'd rather you go through the pain of separation than go through the pain of trying to maintain a relationship with a sick person who's going to make you sick. They're damaged. And some people are damaged beyond the point of being able to be put back together again because they don't want to be put back together again. I know it hurts. I know it doesn't feel good. I know this is a hard truth, but baby, let me tell you this right now. You will ruin your life and ruin your future by allowing damaged people to stay near you. We all have flaws, but anyone who will sit in their own muck and mire and tell you that you're the problem because you say it stinks is a person who's more dedicated to being in that hell that they've created for themselves than they are dedicated to being a better person. I will support anybody who actively works on themselves, who actively holds themselves accountable, who actively takes steps consistently and diligently to be the best version of themselves. But baby, I will run from you like the plague if you are someone who carelessly, recklessly, and intentionally allows yourself to stay within a state of sickness and don't do anything to get better about it. And I'm not just talking about mental illness. I'm talking about narcissism. I'm talking about people who sit in horrible personalities. Well, I'm just a difficult person. Yeah, you are. You're going to be by yourself. And this is just how I am. No, this is how you choose to be. Thank you for sharing this video. I appreciate you. Tammy and Nicole, would you share this video? When you share this video, say I shared it so I can thank you. Listen, like I said, you don't have to love Kanye West. You don't have to love Kim Kardashian or vice versa. You really don't. But I'm telling you that when I saw those clips of that woman going through that, I said, well, she has to hold herself accountable for the fact that she stayed there beyond the point of knowing that this man had some issues and continued to have children with him. That's something she's got to hold herself accountable for. But one of the things I can say is that I will celebrate anybody who chooses to say enough is enough. Now that I know better, I do better, I'm getting out of here. And I don't care if the whole world tears me down and say I abandoned this person, I did them dirty, I dropped them, baby. It don't matter what the world say. Or you abandoned them. You left them hanging. You did this, you did that. No, they left themselves hanging when they allowed themselves to be the version of themselves that continued to harm you and not fix themselves. They abandoned themselves. They repelled you and everyone else away from them. Now they have to live in the consequences. Stop worrying about what other people are going to think about you for you making your choices good for you. Leave them. Baby, I'd rather you cry as you walk away from them than cry as you sit connected to them and they keep on hurting you. The pain of letting go will always be far better than the pain of holding on to what's harming you. Let them go. Let them figure it out. That's their journey, their pain, whatever suffering they go through as a result of you saying, I can't deal with this no more. That's their journey. That's their journey. That's their destiny that they've created because they chose to remain this way in spite of the evidence, in spite of all the examples all around them of people saying something ain't right with you. No, what they did was they blamed everybody else. That's what he did in that documentary. That's what so many people who hurt you doing too. No, it's everybody else. It's not me, it's you. You got to know something's off with you. If everybody who got a problem with you is their fault, not yours. And y'all know some people just like that. You think that person's capable of changing Valerie Gaines as well as Renee Williams who just shared this video? I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for sharing this video. You think they're capable of changing Justine Jones who just shared this video? When you share this video, let me know you shared so I can thank you, Tammy Moore. Thank you. You deserve to be loved. Listen, you deserve to be loved. You deserve peace. You deserve to be considered. You deserve to be cared for. You deserve to be thought about. You deserve to be made a priority in the same way you make other people a priority. You deserve to feel safe. And if someone is making choices that don't allow you to feel that way, rather it is consciously or just out of pure neglect, you also deserve to make whatever choice will allow you to be released from being in the presence of their poor choices. They're not going to change. And if they do, it won't be for you, and it certainly won't be now. But tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So with each day that we have on this earth that we must cherish like it's our last, because we don't know if it will be our last, we need to make the choices to live it in such a way where we're not exposed to the pain and the drama of allowing other people to have access to us who are choosing to remain sick and continue to inflict pain on other people. I don't care who the person is. Cut them off. Free yourself. Because your life on the other side of breaking those chains is going to be so much better than the life in the hell that you're currently living in. If you've not seen the documentary yet, go ahead and look it up online. I believe it's in local theaters, but look it up online to see where it's showing in your area. They have not paid me to endorse this documentary in any way, shape, or form. I saw the clips and I felt compelled to come on here and share this with you because I believe that there's some relevant lessons in this that can help you as well as people in your life. Click like and click share. Thank you.